Hey, hello, my friends, crafty crafters or scrapadoits. Hey, I'm here to just show you a custom made junk journal with the cat theme that I made for my sister's friend. And it is a 9x6, and I believe this is 2 3/4, or it could be 3 inches, one of the two. And it does have a fabric cover with the edges are zigzag machine stitched. The middle of the cover is light cardboard, and there is a bubble envelope sandwiched in between the card stock and the cardboard and the fabric. And so for the front cover, I selected this digital image of a tuxedo cat because her friend has tuxedo cats. And I put a piece of embroidery floss right there for a collar, and I hung a charm that says "Made with Love." And I fabric tacked it on there so it doesn't move. And I just, layered it with different papers and did some machine stitching. It does have 3 signatures done with the same blue embroidery floss. The belly band in the front. And I always include this paper that says a little about this journal. And I got this from Pam from the Paper Outpost, and she gives these away in her emails that you can put in journals. So it's not my creation, but it was hers. And it's really nice because it really tells about what this junk journal is for. And there's not 2 that are made alike. It's one of a kind. And it's done individually at a time by myself to truly focus on the nature and spirit of that particular journal. So I always include that. And these digital images I bought on Etsy, and I will put in the description who it was from, who I bought these from. I bought them when they were like on a 30% sale. It was a really good deal, and I just love the watercolor images of all the different breeds of cats. There's mostly kittens in here. And I did some stamping on some of the copy dyed pages. And this is a stamp set that I got off of Amazon. And if you want to know, if you want the link, just give a comment and I could put that in the description. And this is just an envelope to put your secret treasures in. Paper clip. And just some fun pages. You know, the usual graph paper, writing paper, images, some ruffles, lace ruffles. And there's some stickers on this little doily in the center. And I did put hearts for little paper charms on the ends of the signature ties. And this digital kit comes with these little images of the kittens in squares and circles and whatnot. Hope I'm not boring you to death, but this was really fun to make because I have 3 cats, 3 gray tabby cats, and I wanted these digital images anyway because I'm going to make me one as well. And I have some really cute the tape, what do you call it? And here's a little envelope that came with the collection, digital collection. And I just put a little card in there to write on. And it just fits back in there carefully, like that. And there's just a little die cut right there, one of Tim Holt's die cuts. And these tags come with the collection. Washi tape, that's what this is a cute kitten washi tape that I got on Amazon. And there's some stamping. Beautiful black cat. And those cats are so adorable. And the colors in that digital collection, I love the colors, the watercolor colors. It came out really good. It looks really good with the coffee dyed papers. And this is a envelope that flips out. It's got a little pocket here with a tag and just a piece of journal paper and these washi tape kitties. There's a couple of pages right here for journaling. There's some more washi tape kitties. And there's some more washi tape here. And then inside there's a card. And it's just a finch in the, what does that say? Loblolly tree. I got this card at a thrift store. Pretty kitty. Oh, there's the side. I like that tabby cat, and with the jeans in there, makes it very interesting. Here's a piece of two-sided cardstock with a little tuck for some kitty tags and a quote, "A cat's love makes the world go round." I guess it's a sentiment, not really a quote. And in the middle of the signature, there is a color page, and it says "Dream Big." And again, I've got some little signature ties here. And there's a digital image of kitties. And this coffee dyed paper, I had coffee dyed it in my backyard and let it dry on my bistro table. So that's why there's these little triangle spots, these design spots. I didn't ink it on there, but they're actually from the coffee dye. Cute kitties. Lots of writing space for her. And that's part of that stamp collection, the cute kitties, like they're tearing out through a wall or something. And this is, I printed this on vellum, so it's transparent. And I think that's the same kitty that's on the front cover. Pretty much, yeah. And here's a little paper bag that's got a pocket here with some tickets and a tag. And inside there's like an envelope that I made with a journal card. It says "Life is Crazy." And there's some images of this cute kitty. This is a coffee dyed white paper bag that came from my drugstore. And there's some more journal cards. Goes in this little tuck. There's some more washi tape with kitties, Legio paper, and there's another one of the stamps. If you like kitties, I'll be making a kitty journal to sell in my Etsy shop soon, so stay tuned. for that video because I'm just about done with that one. And this is a altered paper clip I used from the scraps, and that says I love cats on a star, and it's just like a coin envelope with an image glued on there, and just a little journal card there. And this is a 3-tiered pocket with some tags from the kit that I printed off. Lots of selections of kitties. Yeah, we're on the last signature. And this is a cute pocket that came with the digital kit. And this is a coin envelope that I created out of a large one. And I had stamped a bunch of their old stamps at my work that are in a drawer that we used to use back in the 90s. So I kind of decorated some envelopes with it. And this is from a calendar page, from a calendar that I had got at a thrift store, and I put 2 together to make side pockets. And I used the tuxedo cats that were in the calendar. These are the signature ties. There's a pocket right there, and there's the other tuxedo cat with his tongue licking up into his nose. And here's the tuck right here, and I've got a large index card with just a little collage there of some fun little cat images from a different collection. And a guest check. And there's from the stamp set, says, "You are so very special to me." And the 3 little kitties, they look like my little kitties. But my kitties are a year old now, so they're cats. And there's a cute tuxedo kitty. Some orange tabby cats, and there's a stamp, pledge paper, and this is the other side of that bag, prescription bag. And here is a little mini notebook made with some scraps and an image, and I zigzagged it across the top, and it goes in this little side pocket. And in here I just put some from a notepad. It's just some lined note paper, and here's a cute little pocket with a journal card. It says today is, and then you fill it out, and coffee dyed paper. And here's the other side of that vellum page with a beautiful kitty. And on the back inside cover, I made this tag out of a window envelope, and I just added different pieces of papers and machine stitched around it, put the digital image inside the window, inside the window, and it added a brad. And this is a bookmark, and this is that same digital image that's on the front, made into a bookmark. And I put some book pages in there and some paper sack, torn up paper sack to give it interest. And I put a big, huge black eyelet right there to accent it. And then there's this blue ring I had in my stash. And I just put together some ribbons and fibers in here, and I added some charms that were in my stash. This is a little kitty peeking out of a coffee cup, and it says coffee. I don't know if she likes coffee, but... And there is a black kitty right there hanging on that bulb pin. And on this bulb pin, there is a charm that says Team Toe Beans. And toe beans means it's their little toes. They call them toe beans. And that's what my daughter told me, because I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Is that like Taylor Swift's cat or something named Toe Beans? She goes, no, no, no. It just means they have little toes. They call them toe beans. And there's a little paw right there in the middle of that charm. And then I added a little sentiment that says, love this cat, because it's a tuxedo cat. And then there's just another journal card that says life is beautiful. And I made a little tuck right here with a couple of the circle digital images, and just made a couple little tags to go in there, little embellished tags. And then I also had put some trim on the bottom here, and I put trim up here on the top, and then I put that lace on the sides right there. And to finish it off, I just got a scrap of material out of my fabric stash and made a tie for the front. Is that cute or what? I think she's gonna love it. My first kitty journal that I did was last fall. I'll just show you real quick. And I had made this type of a soft journal cover using scraps of denim material and sunflower fabric that I had, and I just machine stitched it all around like a patchwork type, and I put an image in there and I machine stitched around it, because that's what last fall I just had the one kitty, and then I had a twig from my backyard, and so I just wrapped it with embroidery. No, this is the strings from the denim fabric that I saved, and I put a little extra piece of fabric in there, and I just wrapped it up and sewed it to the front. And then there's this has 4 signatures, so there you can see the 4 signature ties on the back. And then I also stamped it with some Tim Holtz word stamps with some black ink. And this one has the inside cover. In the middle, it's paper sack. And this is Tim Holtz fabric. It's really cool because it went really well with the fall theme. And these are adorable images I got off of Etsy, and I can't remember who it was from. But I love coffee, and I love little gray tabby cats. And I've already added stickers and did some journaling talking about my little kitty, Krusty. And I actually was taking care of 2 of them, bottle feeding them. And I thought Krusty was a girl, and I also had Benny. I think he's a boy. I guess you just don't know what sex they are until they grow up a little bit, and then. But I thought that was a boy and that was a girl, so I called them Benny and June. Well, Benny didn't live very long, so I journaled about that, and they were so adorable together when they were babies. And this is like a 3-tiered pocket here. And they were so cute. They were just like 3 or 4 weeks old, something like that. And I'm glad I took these pictures, because I had no idea one of them was going to die. And this is done off of my Cricut. And then I just had a little, I called him June at the time. June was his name because I thought it was a girl, and I even got him a pink collar. And look at those images, aren't they adorable?